Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the short track winter series here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. First up tonight, we got the sportsman division out on the racetrack. Matt Kemp was quick time in qualifying. Zach Nichols second. Ricky LeDuc making it back into the series. He'll be starting third. Chuck Darling in the fourth spot. Fifth will be Bill Crane. Sixth, Tristan Vanslager. Seventh, who is that? David Lux. Eighth, Jimmy Gawker. Ninth, Evan Burdine. We're waiting for 10th to get onto the track. But back behind him in 11th will be the number 12 of Jim Windrow.
Drivers, start your engines.
So it looks like we're going to go with 10 cars tonight. 70 laps the distance for these drivers here at this I believe 3/4 mile track. Or, yeah, I don't know. But you see everyone's going to get doubled up here. We're going to make our way around to turns number 3 and 4 to take the green. Field's making their way off of turns number 3 and 4. Matt Kemp gets the jump. He spins his tires. A whole bunch of guys behind him spin the tires. Green flag in the air, though, and we have a car stuck against the infield wall. That looked like that might be Evan Burdine. Looks like we might still keep it green right here. Oh, I think we have an issue out on track, maybe. So we're going to give this another attempt.
Drivers to your cars.
Evan Burdine might be having some issues with his controller. So tonight's just me up in the booth. Jaden, fortunately, Tony wasn't able to make it tonight. Seltzer wasn't able to either. Chris Highball down on vacation in Pensacola, I believe is where he is, down in Florida. Nice little trip for him. Hope he has fun. But looks like we're going to try to get things rolling once again. So as their field makes their way through turns number 3 and 4 for a second time tonight. Matt Kemp, your leader. Everybody spins their tires once again. Green flag back in the air here at Kalamazoo. Kemp slides up the track. He gets into the number 12 of Nichols. Nichols going to fall back to the third spot. Now here comes the number 96 of Ricky LeDuc. He's been one of the guys to watch. Earlier in May and April, he won both of the NR 2003 races. The Corona 150 and the Quarantine 100. Now he's looking to come back into the Winter Series after missing week number 1 to come get some redemption and come back into the series strong. Things starting to heat up just a bit between Matt Kemp and Ricky LeDuc. LeDuc's just trailing in his line. Kemp's starting to pull away just a touch now from that number 96. A little further back, we got things heating up for third between Zach Nichols, Chuck Darling, and Bill Crane. As yellow flag out on the Speedway. Evan Burdine goes around in that number 9 machine. Go check out what happened to him. Looks like he just goes into the corner. Gets a little sideways. Backs her into the wall, but looks like he'll still be able to continue. You see the field coming, and looks like he got out of the way just fine. So hopefully he'll be able to get that car back rolling. It looks like he does. So Matt Kemp so far has led 8 of the 8 laps that have been completed so far. So as we are under caution, we are going to take a little quick commercial break here early on. And we'll be right back after this.
Sled with four-wheel drive? Well, 'tis the season of savings at R&B Car Company. Yeah, where there's a blizzard of savings. Oh, yeah, like full-size SUVs as low as $249 a month.
That'll haul a lot of cookies.
Oh, you betcha. Look, Nimrod, some of these smaller SUVs start as low as $189 a month.
Oh, yes, the missus will love it.
Wow, and no money down.
And get $500 back.
The season of giving.
Shop now at R&B Car Company. Go to rbcarcompany.com.
So as we are back live, that was our commercial from R&B Car Company, one of the sponsors for tonight. Also, CTE Solutions on board with us, Brand Roofing, South Bend Motor Speedway, TechWorks Trailer Sales, Community-Wide Federal Credit Union, and Preferred Warranties. All of them on board with us tonight for the Short Track Winter Series. As we have just got the Wonder Green, we're set to go back racing. Matt Kemp will be leading them back to the green. Ricky LeDuc second. Third, Zach Nichols. Fourth, Chuck Darling. Fifth, Bill Kring. As the pace speed starts to speed up just a little bit. Here they come. Off turns for green flag back in the air. Bill Kring looks like he didn't get that great of a start this time around. That's going to allow the number 12 of Jim Winrow to get around him. Bill Kring seems to be struggling just a little bit. Meanwhile, back up front, 4-car breakaway for the race to lead. Kemp, LeDuc, Nichols, and Darling. All of them bumper to bumper going into turns number 1 and 2. Nichols, he has a run down the back. He's not going to take advantage of it just yet. Kemp slides up the track a little bit. Oh, Nichols to the inside of LeDuc. LeDuc going to be forced to run the top. Nichols on the bottom. LeDuc with the run down the backstretch. He's going to dive it into 3. Zach Nichols dives it even harder. Nichols will take over that second spot. Here comes Chuck Darling to come after the number 96 as well. Zach Nichols currently in the Coca-Cola iRacing Series as Evan Verdine goes around once again. That will bring out another caution. We'll go check out what happened to him. Just running his normal racing line again from the looks of it. Just gets out from under him. Close call for the field right there. You see him pull it down towards the infield wall to get out of the way of the other drivers. Definitely a tough break for that youngster in that number 9. As the field comes back around, they'll get the 1 to green this time. I mean, we'll be going racing this time around. Here you go, pace car dives off into the long pit road here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Kemp leads them off of 4. We are back, green flag in racing here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. As the field barrels into turns number 1 and 2, LeDuc looks under the number 12 of Nichols. Nichols not going to let him have it. Kemp, meanwhile, pulling away with the race lead as these two behind him are battling a little bit. Ricky LeDuc really diving into those corners. Now Zach Nichols, he's going to stick with the number 11. As Nichols gets a little sideways on the bottom. A little further back, looks like there's a bobble and another yellow out onto the racetrack. Man, not a good night for Evan Verdine. The youngster out of North Liberty, Indiana. Looks like might be out of the race, possibly. Just kicked him out of the car from what I've got message. Definitely a tough break for him, as he was the South Bend Motor Speedway mini wedge champion in their top division of mini wedges. So it looks like he's currently stuck onto the track right now. We're going to have to find a way to get him off. But meanwhile, while we're pacing, we'll go get a quick interview with someone. We'll drag in David Lux. David Lux in the number 4 tonight. Hey David, this is Jane in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, buddy. Loud and clear.
Currently sitting a little ways back there, but we know you're taking it nice and easy. What's your strategy to get up towards the front?
Oh man, I'm slow, so my strategy is just to hang back. I heard a little chatter over the mics that I got in here. That the last lap may coming down to a little wreck fest, so I'm hoping for that.
Uh-oh. Alrighty, well, looks like we're going to be coming to the 1 to green this time by. Anyone you got to thank for getting you into this race tonight?
Oh yeah, Jimmy, he was my spotter in racing. Didn't let me win the Talladega, so finally talked me into it, so he's lucky I love him.
Alrighty, good luck to you tonight.
You too.
That was David Lux. We just got a word from. If you're just joining into the broadcast, thank you for tuning in. We can't wait to have more people interested into the series, get more people joined in racing out on the track. Still a small car count, but we're getting up there slowly. Looks like we should be coming to the 1 to green this time around. I think we delayed the yellow, but JC Shaw Motorsports tuning in once again, saying, is this a CRA race? No, this is just our sportsman division tonight. That's my crew chief, Harl Schaefer, right there, running the JC Shaw Motorsports account on YouTube. But pace lights are off once again. Pace car diving down the pit road. It's going to be Kemp, Nichols, LeDuc. That is your top 3 running order as they make their way through turns number 3 and 4. To the restart zone they come. Kemp with another good jump. Green flag back in the air. Here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Down through turns number 1 and 2 they go. Kemp with the run down the backstretch. He's going to pull away just a little bit from the number 12 of Nichols. Nichols got some company from behind, but meanwhile, back behind him, they are side by side for that 4th position. Jem Wendrow in the 12. Chuck Darling in the 88. Door to door as they go down the back straightaway for that 4th position. Darling with the edge off of turns 4. It looks like he's going to be able to clear him as they get off of turn 2. Looks like he got on the wall a little bit as well. Chuck Darling making that top stick, but here we go. Battle now heating up for the race lead. Nichols in the 12. Following behind him, the number 96 of Ricky LeDuc. Nichols looking to the bottom of the 11. LeDuc's going to cross over, try to get to the bottom of the 12. Not going to be able to get there just yet. Kemp hanging on strong in this race. Evan Verdine, just got word, is out of the event for the Sportsman division. Hopefully he can come back and have some better luck in the Outlaws. Meanwhile, a little further back, we haven't talked about these guys that much. Bill Kring, Jimmy Gawker, Tristan Vanslanger, David Lux, they're all just running their own race right now. Tristan Vanslanger, one of the faster guys in the practice sessions. Looks like he's running a tribute car to John Long. Shout out to him. Oh, the number 4 goes around. That is David Lux, and that will... I don't think that's going to bring out a yellow. He's going to stay out of the way as we're going to keep it green. We'll go see what happened to him. Just goes into the corner. Gets a little throttle happy from the sounds of it. Just loops around. Able to keep it going, though. That was a good save. Definitely roasted those rear tires, though. Which will probably put more on the loose side. But meanwhile, back up front. Side by side for the race lead. Nichols dives down to the bottom of Kemp. Kemp going to get a little bit of a bump from the number 12. As they're going to be door to door going through turns number 1 and 2 and down the back stretch. Kemp not giving up on the top. Nichols on the bottom. The 11 slides up as we got a new race leader. Zach Nichols to the lead. Matt Kemp with a run down the back. Not going to be able to give him a nudge or anything. Not quite close enough. Kemp now looking to the inside of the 12 once again. Not quite able to get there. Just needs a little bit of a nudge right there. I don't think Nichols is going to like that. That's going to put them back side by side as they make their way down the back stretch. Kemp dives it in deep, but the 12 dives it in a little bit harder. Kemp almost reclaiming the race lead right there. LeDuc all over the rear bumper of the 11, but here comes the other 2 drivers behind him. Chuck Darling and Jim Winrow, 5-car battle for the race lead on lap number 48 of 70. Nichols not giving up on the top of that 11 car. LeDuc gets into the corner of the 12. Nichols, he puts the bumper to the back of the 11. The 11 car goes around, caution out on the racetrack. Zach Nichols retaliating a little bit. Well, I can't say a little bit because he spun him, but retaliating on that number 11 car. Kemp not going to be happy with that number 12. We'll check out what happened right here. Goes into turns number 1 and 2 right there. Just nudges them and it puts the 11 sideways and spinning around. Tough break for Matt Kemp after a dominating performance so far in this race. We'll go get a quick interview with Matt Kemp because we got some time under these long pace laps. Well, Matt, you just got spun out by Zach Nichols out on the track. I mean, you nudged him, but he gave it a lot harder to you. What do you think?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I accidentally knocked him up out of the way last week. I knocked him up out of the way twice now this week on accident, just getting loose under him or misjudging right behind him. So I had one coming, I think.
Well, so far you're the most dominant car of this race, but putting you back this far, you think this might affect you at all?
we'll see. We just came and got some tires, and you know, we'll see if they benefit us enough to get up through the pack.
Alrighty, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
So Matt Kemp admits he had a couple coming to him. But so far it's solid performance from these drivers out on the racetrack. Definitely putting on some strong, really good racing here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. The field has now got the 1 to green. We're about to go back racing once again. Coming to 16 laps to go. Zach Nichols, Ricky LeDuc, Jim Rundro. The field makes their way through turns number 3 and 4. We are back green flag and racing as Nichols spins the tires, but still gets a really good jump on the number 96. A little further back behind him, Kemp looking underneath Chuck Darling. Oh, Tristan Vanslinger might have got into the wall a little bit there. A little bit of contact back behind him as well. Oh, Vanslinger gets into the one at Gawker. Gawker gets a little sideways. He's going to keep it going. Tristan down to the inside. Around goes the number 1 car. That will bring out another yellow flag. David Luck's getting through it in that 4X machine. Gawker trying to get the cars spun around and back going as he's in front of the leaders. That could have been catastrophic. We'll go to our FRN caution replay to see. We'll get a better view of that. We'll have an onboard with Tristan Vanslinger. So we got our roof cam with them. Goes down into turns number 1 and 2. Gives Gawker just a little bit of a nudge on that left rear quarter panel and gets him loose. Vanslinger down to the inside. I don't know if Gawker knew he was there or not, but just makes some contact with the number 01 machine. Tough break for Gawker though. Gawker looks like he's going to go down in the pits, get some tires on that number 01 car. Tribute to Travis Braden on that machine as well. See if we can get a shot. There's a decent one. Zach Nichols so far leading the rest of this race. He's got one of the toughest drivers though out there on the NR 2003 Cerbers, Ricky LeDuc. I mean, all these guys are great drivers, but Ricky definitely showed what he had earlier on in the year at the Corona 150 and the Quarantine 100. As the field making the way down the back stretch, we have less than 10 laps to go. We'll be going green with 8 laps to go, actually. Nichols, LeDuc, Winrow, that is your top 3 running order. Green flag back in the air. Nichols dives deep into turns number 1 and 2. Down the back stretch he goes. He's making a little bit of a gap to that number 96. LeDuc, he's going to closing just a touch there. Into turns number 1 and 2. Nichols comes out with a little bit of a bigger lead over the 96. On goes the number 32, I believe that's who that was. Bill Kring, that will bring out a yellow. This race might have just got a whole lot more interesting, as I believe this will be a one-lap shootout. This field's got to wait on the pace car now. Well, it looks like that will do it. Unless, yep, that's going to do it. So Zach Nichols going to win race number 1. Actually, we'll see what they want to do real quick. It looks like, just one sec. Hey, what do you guys want to do?
Just like shotguns them.
Hey, what do you guys want to do?
Huh?
You guys want to do 2-lap shootout or call it?
It's over.
It's calling it.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Alrighty. Good one, Zach.
I guess.
Good job, Zach.
Demo.
So we got official word. Zach Nichols will be your race winner in the sportsman division here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Ricky LeDuc second, Jim Winrow third, Matt Kemp just missing the top 3. He'll finish 4th. 5th gonna be Chuck Darling. 6th, Tristan Vanslinger. 7th, I believe, was gonna be Jimmy Gawker. 8th, and rounding out the field in 8th will be the number 4 of David Lux. Maybe. I don't know. The ticker hasn't updated. Oh, wait. David Lux will be finishing 9th. Retired, and the number 32 will be Bill Kring. So Zach Nichols, race winner. We'll go get a quick word with the top 3 here in a moment. So we're going to get a quick word with our 3rd place finisher, the number 12, Jim Windrow. Hey, Jim, this is Jade in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, I've screwed you out of, I'd say, about 2 to 3 interviews already. Now we finally get to interview you. coming home third place, how does it feel?
Feels really good, especially starting dead last, missing qualifying. Car was good, got a little loose at the end. Kind of wish I had come in for tires when the leaders got together there, and I think I would have been set up pretty good at the end here. But I'll take a third.
Yeah, you definitely had a strong car coming from the rear. Anything else you could have done, you think, maybe get a little further up ahead on the positions?
I think using the outside groove more would have been a little bit better. It seemed to come in better groove and lane up. So I don't know. Maybe next race we'll take a look at that and see how the tires are. Definitely more stable on the outside.
Alrighty, anyone you got to thank?
I just want to thank everybody here for the winter series. It's a fun series. Just want to thank sponsors, Pomfret Wine and Spirits, and STR Sim Racing, and that's about it.
Alrighty, congratulations you on your third place finish.
Thank you.
Now we'll go talk to second place finisher Ricky LeDuc. Hey Ricky, this is Jaden up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I do.
Second place in the sportsman division. I know you wanted that first. It was right there. Almost got a one-lap shootout out of that. What's going through your mind?
Oh, that was just a good, clean finish of that racer. That was definitely a little bit more of a tricky car to drive here than the Outlaws, so just some last minute getting used to it. But no, we were all really close, and for a minute there, it got really good. And second place is good with me.
Well, I don't think you did. What place did you start in? Did you come from the rear? I don't think you did.
I started third.
Yeah, that's right. You did start third. But you had a solid run tonight. I mean, the
Same
whole
with-
time. Good.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say the qualifying effort wasn't as good as typical. Just had to start third, but no, them that Zach and Matt, them guys are fast for sure. Definitely on them late restarts, I could not really keep up with Zach, so he was definitely pulling away.
I mean, the whole top five got in a battle at one point for that race lead. What was going through your mind there?
Just trying to stay clean and find an opening there to get by somebody there. That was good. Honestly, I wish I could have played out a little longer.
Alrighty, well, congratulations you on your third place or second place finish. I mean, you got anyone to thank?
Thanks, man. Yeah, definitely. Appreciate you guys putting all this on there. I know Jim Windows helping buddy out with the server and just all the sponsors. It's definitely a cool deal you got going on here.
Alrighty, congratulations you on your second place finish.
Thank you, sir.
Now we'll go talk to race winner Zach Nichols. Hey Zach, it's Jane in the booth. You got a copy?
Heck yeah.
Alrighty. So coming home in the first place position, holding off Ricky LeDuc. I mean, it would have been even more exciting if we could have got a one-lap shootout. What was going through your mind there?
I mean, I was really hoping that we didn't get the one lap shootout, but we didn't. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun race. I feel bad for Matt Kemp because I accidentally turned him.
Yeah, he destroyed him.
Yeah, he nudged me out of the way. I went to nudge him back, but it just fully sent him around.
So I've heard you're in the iRacing Pro Series right now, currently in the Coke Series by, what is it, like 2 points?
Yeah, 2 points.
Yeah, and the North Force Racing team, I mean, you guys have been pretty solid on there too, but it's, I don't know. I just ran out of words to say there, but yeah. It's a lot harder when you got only one person up in the booth, but anybody you got to thank for your first place finish?
I mean, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting. I mean, hopefully I can say that in the next race because I don't know. I didn't practice the Outlaw here, so we're going in blind with the setup. Hopefully we finish good there, and I can talk to you again here in a little bit.
Alrighty, congratulations to you on your first place finish.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're gonna go do a quick intermission, probably around 5 to 10 minutes. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. So far, it's been a pretty good show at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Had the whole top 5 under a blanket right there battling for the race lead for a hot minute. Want to thank our sponsors once again real quick before we go on break. Community-wide Federal Credit Union, CTE Solutions, R&B Car Company, Preferred Warranties, Brand Roofing, South Bend Motor Speedway, and TechWorks Trailer Sales. Without them, this series wouldn't really be as big and as popular without them, and I can't thank them enough, and we'll be right back here in about 5-10 minutes. So we're back live here at the Kalamazoo Speedway with the Outlaw Late Model Division. Matt Kemp going to be qualifying quick time with a 12.796. Ricky LeDuc will be second with a 12.867. Zach Nichols third with a 12.900. Fourth, Chuck Darling with a 12.911. And rounding out your top 5 will be Bill Kring with a 12.936. So a bit of a spread between first through third, but the times do get a little bit tighter for 4th through 6th, I'd say. So Matt Kemp will be your pole sitter. He'll be winning qualifying. But I believe everyone's out on track, just getting some laps in. Jimmy Gawker, he's out on track right now in that number 2 R&B Car Company Outlaw Late Model machine for Shamrock Motorsports. Back behind him, we got David Lux in the black 04s. He's going to go spinning around. Just touched the wall, not too bad. Bill Kring in the 32. Jim Windrow in the black and white number 12. There's Sportsman race winner Zach Nichols in the number 1. Matt Kemp in the number 5. Tristan Vanslinger representing John Long in that number 86 machine. Jimmy Gawker down in the pits, about to come back out on the pit road, or come out onto the track. Evan Verdine, mini wedge champion. He's driving his own paint scheme in the number 72 Outlaw Late Model. Chuck Darling in the 88. He'll be one of the guys to watch tonight. He's been pretty fast in the practices. We'll see if he'll be able to carry some of that momentum from the practice into the race. We'll be going outlaw racing here in a couple minutes, letting these guys get a little bit of extra practice to get a little bit of a rhythm going. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining into the stream. As it looks like we just advanced on to the feature, getting everybody lined up and set to go for the 100 laps. So it's going to be 100 laps of distance. The weather outside is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 12-mile-an-hour winds coming from the south, or the west, I mean. Pretty cloudy as well, but we're set, ready to go racing. Cool track, a lot of grip. Should be some exciting racing to watch.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines have fired here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. They're going to be rolling off down the backstretch, coming to get the green this time around. It'll be Matt Kemp, Ricky LeDuc, Zach Nichols, Chuck Darling. Rounding out your top 5 will be the number 32, Bill Kring. So they make their way off at turns number 4. Green flag in the area for the Outlaws, and a lot of the cars spin their tires once again. It's been one of the primary issues of tonight, the tire spin. But here we go, down the back stretch into turns number 3 and 4. Ricky LeDuc gonna hold her on the top, try to get around the number 1 of Nichols, and now he's gonna look for the lead as well. Nichols back to the door of the number 96 of LeDuc. Nichols dives it in deep, trying to stay on that quarter panel of the 96. Ricky LeDuc gonna clear Nichols for that second spot on the top. It looks like he's gonna try to go after leader Matt Kemp, but Nichols, he's gonna dive it in deep once again. He'll get back to the quarter. Side by side still for the second spot. LeDuc gonna give it to Zach Nichols, and he's gonna fall into line. A little further back behind him, Evan Verdine working on the number 86 of Tristan Vanslager. Jimmy Gawker now going to go to work on the number 72 of Verdine. David Lux running his first time on the NR 2003 servers, just running his own race, trying to get used to the sim. Jimmy Gawker now going to look to the inside of Verdine. Not going to be able to get there just yet, as both drivers go through turns number 3 and 4. Verdine's going to leave the bottom open. That's going to allow the two to get there and complete the pass. Verdine's now going to cross him over. Evan to the inside of the two. Down the back stretch they go. He makes contact. Gawker into the wall. He's on his side, and that will bring out the yellow flag. David Lux goes around as well. Caution out on the Speedway. Jimmy Gawker out of the car. I think he's going to be done for the night. We'll go check out. Oh, no, he's just bugging out. We'll go see what happened to Gawker here. As they go down the back stretch into turns number 3 and 4, Evan just gets a little tight, looks like, coming off of 2 and gets into the door of the number 2 of Gawker. Then David Lux just spins out, trying to avoid the wreck, but tough break for Jimmy Gawker, as I think he's out of the race. Definitely not what he needed. We'll go talk to Jimmy Gawker as he's in the infield care center. Actually, he's not on no more. Okay, so we won't be talking to Jimmy Gawker. Pace car pulls off the pit road. Matt Kemp, Zach Nichols, Ricky LeDuc. That is our top 3 running order as the field makes their way through turns number 3 and 4 to the restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Lux might have spun his tires there a little bit, but Kemp's going to dive it down through turns number 1 and 2. He's going to get the run down the backstretch. Here comes the number 1 of Nichols. 3 cars bumper to bumper for the race lead. It looks like LeDuc's going to get a little loose. He'll tag the wall down the front stretch. Zach Nichols going to go to work on the number 5. Now he's got some breathing room behind him. Looking to the inside, the number 1 machine trying to find a way around the number 5 of Matt Kemp. Kemp been one of the dominant guys out on track tonight. As Nichols, now he's going to look to the inside. Not quite there just yet, but now here comes the number 96. LeDuc breathing down the back bumper of the number 1 of Nichols. Down the back stretch they go into turns number 3 and 4. 5-car breakaway for the race lead. 5 cars under a blanket. All of them look like they got sideways off at turns number 4. Nichols now going to look back to the inside of Kemp. Not quite there just yet. Oh, Kemp gets a little sideways. So does the 12 behind him. Down the back stretch they go. Nichols still trying to look for a little bit of an edge off of turn 2 to get the run on the number 5 of Matt Kemp. Looks like he's going to run a little bit high. Going to cross him over possibly and get a run. No, he just loses a little bit of time doing that. Here we go. Battle for 4th. Heating up as well. As now they're going to go side by side for 2nd. LeDuc to the inside. Nichols might have gotten to the quarter panel a little bit. He's now to the door of the number 1. Side by side as they make their way off of turns number 2, down the backstretch into turns number 3 and 4. Yellow flag out on the speedway. I think Zach Nichols might have lost 2nd there to LeDuc, and he did. David Luck's the cause of the yellow. We'll go check out what happened to him. It was actually Chuck Darling the cause of the yellow. Looks to the inside of the number 12, gets loose underneath of him, and around he goes. David Luck's one of the innocent bystanders in that right there. Oh, that was almost bad. Says we're back live. Driver's going down pit road, take some tires. I'd like to get an interview with Jimmy Gawker, but that's not going to be happening. He didn't want an interview after what happened out on track, but we'll go get an interview with David Luck. Actually, we'll do someone we haven't done yet. We'll go do Chuck Darling. Hey Chuck, this is Jane in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Alright, so incident going into turns number 1 and 2 there with Windrow. You just get loose to the inside of him from the looks of it. What happened there?
Yeah, I just went in a little bit too hot, trying to maintain the inside line and wanted to stay off of Jim. I felt it break loose and I couldn't do nothing. It was gone. No saving it.
Yeah, it was almost turned into even worse for you. David Luck's almost pancaked you from behind when you're trying to spin it around on track. That probably scared you a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't see any cars coming, so I'm like, well, I might as well get going before the pace car goes and try to flip it around. And fortunately, he didn't hit me, but, you know, tough break, but it's a lot of laps left, so we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, good luck to you for the rest of the race.
Alright, thanks, Jade.
That was Chuck Darling we just talked to. Quarantine 100. This race is presented by, let's see. TechWorks Trailer Sales is going to be presenting this race, but we're about to go back. Green flag and racing. Matt Kemp will be leading them once again. Green flag back in the air. Evan gets a little bit of a nudge onto the number 12 of Windrow. Windrow going to be in a lot of trouble right there. He's going to slide up into the wall. Keeps it going. Nice job by him. As we're going to see Chuck Darling making his way through the field. Jimmy Gawker joining us in the booth.
What's up? What's up?
Jimmy, you had well, we've been wanting to get an interview with you for a hot minute. You had a little incident there with Evan Verdine. Looks like you might have got tight outed too. What happened there?
Just our car was just not good at all today. So we just parked it pretty much.
So I mean, you look pretty strong for a hot minute there on the shorter runs, I'd say. Was that when your issue was probably kind of gone, or kind of like, or was it just still there the whole time, but you're just able to kind of deal with it there?
You know, our setups here in Kalamazoo are just, I just can't drive them pretty well, you know, and it's these guys who have some experience on the game here, more than I do here, and that's where experience comes into play, and you just stay in rhythm more.
Well, do you want me to screen share so if you want to commentate too?
Oh, I'm already in.
Oh, are you already in? Sweet. So Jimmy Gocker joining us in the booth now after coming out of the infield care center. Jimmy, so far on the looks of this race, it's been between, I'd say, about 5 cars tonight.
It's been that 5 cars dominance there, you know, Kemp, LeDuc, Nichols,
LeDuc
Woodrow,
trying to go back to back in Outlaws at Kazoo.
You're on his second right now. Hopefully he doesn't flip over and
like last
season.
Yeah. What happened last time? 3 laps ago, LeDuc flips on his side. Almost completely. Oh, yeah, 1 car around, just heard the tire squeal.
David Lux looks like he got loose out of turn 4. He keeps it going, though.
Nice job by him. As the leader's coming up, looks like...
Here come the leaders! Oh, no.
Nice job. He's going to stay out of the way of the leaders. Good sportsmanship right there. But something happened to Nichols. He lost a lot of time down the backstretch. As of right now, it's just Matt Kemp and LeDuc battling out. But as we were saying, LeDuc flips over on his side with 3 laps to go, sitting in the 3rd position. It brings out, actually, it might have been more than 3 to go because it did come down to a 2-lap shootout.
Oh, Zach fell so far back. Looks like he had a bad corner. Two bad corners in a row.
Definitely a tough break for him, but yeah, LeDuc came back. And he came back and won that race. Pretty impressive, honestly. It was really cool to see that.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
That was a lot of fun. Oh, Windrow gets into the back of the number 1 of Nichols. Nichols goes around and turns number 1 and 2. Caution out on the Speedway.
Yeah, Nichols was just not staying in rhythm. He was all over the place in his lap times.
We'll go check out on the FRN caution replay, see what happened to him. I mean, clearly we already got a view of it, but we'll go get a different angle. See, goes into turns number 1 and 2. Yeah, just a nudge from the number 12. Not much, really, of a nudge, honestly. This gets into the back of the 1, and around goes Nichols. But he looks like he's able to keep it going. Won't lose too many spots there. Let's see, now pit road's open. Kemp, LeDuc, everybody's down. A lot of drivers come down pit road, pretty much the whole
David Lux
field.
stays out.
Yeah, Lux stays out. I believe he's going to get his lap back. Yep, that will give him a wave around. So, David Lux, lucky dog out on the Speedway. As here's the race off pit road.
Chuck Darling might only take 2 tires, maybe.
Chuck Darling first out. 2nd, Kemp. 3rd, LeDuc. 4th, Windrow. Yeah, 5th, Kring.
Nichols, not a good stop.
Vanslinger comes out in the 7th spot.
There's Verdine, maybe preparing some damage there.
Yep. So Jimmy, what's your thoughts on this race so far? Oh wait, we're still on the FRN screen. Whoops.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. My bad. I should have probably... I knew I was going to do that at some point tonight, Jimmy. I'll be honest. There it was. So we got it out of the way.
Yeah.
This will be the 1 to green right here. See, David Luck's going to go around and get his lap back, but that's going to put Chuck Darlin up front. Evan Verdine, he's in the second spot. I wonder how that happened. I wonder if some other guys might have got speeding on pit road. But here we go. Pace car's pulling off.
This is going to be interesting here on this restart.
It's going to be Darling, Verdine, the youngster in that number 72. Kemp. That's your top three. Darling with a great jump. Green flag it back in the air.
He's got a good big
oh!
lead here. Verdine looks like out on the wall just a little bit.
He's going to lose a second spot, maybe falling back even further as he's wheeling it on the top. Darling with a great jump, as you said, though. Looks like almost gets into the number 96. Verdine did. He's going to try to fall back in line. Nickel's going to dive down to the inside. Oh, that was risky. Looks like the car is just spazzing out a little bit on the speedway. Nickel's getting held up by... Oh, he's going to move him.
Move him out of the way.
Oh!
Nickel! Verdine making more contact.
Evan being aggressive about halfway through this race.
We are halfway.
Yep, we are halfway, actually. 48 laps to go now. Oh! David Lux goes around. He's going to keep it going again.
Oh, Verdine. Verdine up.
Oh, Verdine. Hard contact for that number 72. Let's go see what happened to him. This time I will remember to go to the main screen.
I think Tristan stuck his nose in there, and I think Evan didn't know that he was down in the corner panel.
Yeah, Tristan just stuck his nose down there and almost goes upside down. Great job by Evan to keep it going, though. Chuck Darlin, I think he made a great call here.
Took 2 tires? I think he took 2 tires.
Let's see. Who haven't we dragged in yet? Should we bring in Evan for an interview?
Sure. What's up?
Evan Verdine. This is Jane and Jimmy Booth. You got a copy? We'll try again. Evan, you got a copy? Alright, so unfortunately not able to get Evan Verdine, but Jimmy, I'll let you drag someone in because it keeps freezing my game.
Bring in Tristan.
Bring in Tristan?
Oh, how am I going to bring him in?
Can you not drag him?
Oh, he's like too far down on my list to bring him in.
Oh, okay. Hold on, if this is Wonder Green, we won't bring him in. I think this is going to be Wonder Green, though. Nope. Alright, we'll drag him in. Tristan Vanslager representing that John Long car. This is Jane and Jimmy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So far, kind of staying quiet, staying in the back a little bit. What's your plan going through the rest of this race?
I'm just trying to make my way through the field if I got a shot, and if I don't, I'll just follow the fast guys through the field.
It's definitely not a bad strategy to have, especially when you got these fast guys battling each other so hard every lap. I mean, we got Chuck Darling. He made a 2-tire call there. I mean, and he's up front leading. So does that show you anything that you could possibly do if everyone goes back down pit road?
Yeah, pretty much just gonna follow the fast guys down pit road if they go, and go when they go.
Alrighty, Jimmy, you got anything to ask him?
Go fast and turn left.
Thank you.
Alrighty, good luck, Tristan.
Thank you.
This should be the Wonder Green right here. Kalamazoo so far putting on a great show so far. With the Outlaw Late Models and the Sportsmans. I mean, it also helps when you got 5 guys always on top of each other every lap. But like I said, so far, really good show here as the pace car is going to dive off. It's going to be Chuck Darling, Matt Kemp, Ricky LeDuc, Jim Windrow, Zach Nichols. That is your top 5 running order here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. As we are back green flag in racing. Chuck Darling almost leaves the door open for Matt Kemp. Kemp's gonna dive in a little deep, get close to the back bumper as a yellow flag back out on the speedway. Oh, Tristan. After just having an interview with him too.
Oh, it looks like Evan got into Tristan there.
All right, yep, we'll go check out what happened. So as the field's coming out of turns number 3 and 4. Looks like Tristan gets a little loose there on the bottom, on the apron. Evan just gets into him a little bit. David Luck's almost making some major contact there, but able to make it through. Tough break for the number 86, I'd say.
I agree. We just interviewed him.
Yeah, really.
I think it was trying to go too fast.
Maybe some bad luck right there we gave him. So as we have 48 laps to go at the line. What were we about to say? Go ahead.
I've noticed something about this top 5. Zach Nichols, who was up there with them, he fell off quite a bit on that restart.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, he's had a strong car. He was running third for a long time.
He was like 3 or 4 car lengths back all of a sudden. That was kind of shocked me.
Wonder if that spin might have made him lose his rhythm, possibly.
Fast half of the race goes to Ricky the Duke at a 12.749.
That's really fast, actually. Running in traffic, too. So Ricky definitely putting down some fast lap times.
Nichols, the second fast lap with a 12.785, and Darling with a 12.786.
Where's Matt Kemp sitting? I'm guessing he's sitting fourth?
Yes, he is, the 12.817, and Windrow the 12.821. These guys all within a tenth of their fastest lap.
Definitely some strong
competition
competition
right
here.
there with them with the fast lap is Bill Kring at the 12.885. Everybody else is in the 13s.
Definitely some really strong laps being put down. But
pace car looks like he did a pull off this time.
Here we go, field making their way through turns number 3 and 4, back to the restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
Ricky Duke's on the tires.
Yeah, it looks like he did. He lost a little bit right there, but he's going to gain it back real quick with a huge run in turns number 1 and 2.
Yeah, Nichols lost just quite a bit of time on the exit. Maybe struggling on exit a little bit. Oh,
Kemp's looking to the top.
Kemp gets put outside.
Matt Kemp looking to the top. Oh, Leduc gets into him a little bit.
I think Leduc has a better car right now than Matt Kemp.
I think he has a better car overall. I mean, Chuck Darling took 2 tires. These guys behind him all have 4. It looks like those 2 tires are starting to struggle for him. Oh, Leduc gets a little sideways.
Second, Nichols looking to the inside of Woodrow.
5 cars under a blanket for the race to lead.
Nichols up to 4th.
Nichols starting to put the pedal down. Maybe he was saving his tires a little bit. Oh, Leduc gets sideways. You see these 4 tires definitely start to come into play.
Zach Nichols did have the fast lap the last time.
Oh, Kemp gets into the wall a little bit. He's really working that top groove, trying to get the run. Look at the huge run down the back.
To the quarter panel, Darling.
Darling's going to be able to clear him on exit. Wow. This is some great racing right here, Jimmy.
Indeed it is.
As they are still door to door going into turns number 3 and 4. Kemp not giving up on that top groove. Oh, there's almost some contact there, but huge run for. Oh, he gets into the wall.
Now what is it on Ricky Leduc?
Leduc gonna go to work on the number 88 of Chuck Darling. Darling on 2 tires, Leduc on 4. Down the back stretch they go. Leduc looking to the inside. He dives in and he's gonna check out of it.
Oh, Matt Kemp just squeezes in the line there.
Still 5 cars bumper to bumper for the lead.
Nichols
Oh, Darling
low.
slides up. Nichols going for
inside.
second. Zach Nichols has been quiet
Nichols
for a
have been
good He's been quiet for a good
Nichols
portion of the
has been
race.
the fastest car on the racetrack these last couple laps.
I think he saved his stuff. Now LeDuc's getting freight trained on the top. He's trying to work it though, trying to get a huge run.
Nichols got bumped by Matt Kemp.
The person who loves seeing this right now, Chuck Darling, he's getting a little bit of breathing room behind him. As yellow flag out on the speedway.
Yellow flag, and it's Tristan around again.
Tough break for Tristan. We'll go check out what happened to him.
Evan Verdine getting back into the 86. Again. For the second time.
Here's what happened.
Like.
Yep, just a little bit of another nudge. You know, Evan seemed to be struggling a little bit this race, I'll be honest. I mean,
this first race, just try to knock the rust off.
Yep, knocking the rust off. There we go. But wow, what a battle we saw right there between the top 5, Jimmy. All of them bumper to bumper, side by side as...
Oh, Zach Nichols stays out.
Nichols stays out. Verdine stays out as well.
Stays out.
I think Nichols might have just screwed himself here. Let's
Evan's
see.
been the slower car. Remember Chuck Darling? He came in. Evan was second on that one restart, and Zach had Chuck Darling, excuse me, had pretty much almost a quarter of a track lead.
It looks like Chuck Darling might have had either a slow pit stop or took 4 tires, and the guys in front of him took 2.
I think Bill Krink took 2, definitely.
LeDuc definitely took 4. He lost a ton of spots on pit road there. Definitely a super entertaining race so far. A lot of great racing going on here at the Kalamazoo Speedway.
Let's hit the line right here. 20 laps remaining for the Kalamazoo Speedway. Just what a race so far. These top 5. This is putting on a show for us.
Definitely. Next race we go, or next track we go to on January 2nd. Angola Motorsports Motorsports Speedway. After that, we go to South Bend. We go back to the South Bend Motor Speedway, but a dirt configuration. That will definitely be an exciting show to watch.
Yes, indeed it will.
Then we'll head down a little bit further south in Indiana. We'll go to the Winchester Speedway, the High Banks. World's fastest half mile. Then we'll head down up north in Michigan to Springport. Then a little further south down to M40, and then right where it all started for the season, we'll go back to the South Bend Motor Speedway for championship night. Definitely
It should be interesting schedule with that dirt track coming to play. Just a wild card on there, and put some asphalt cars on the dirt South Bend. Should be an interesting one.
Definitely, indeed. But we're 1 to green once again here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. Nichols, Verdine, Kemp, Darling, and LeDuc. That is your top 5 running order as we're about to go back green.
Top 2 did stay out on this last yellow, so.
Nichols starting to pick up the pace just a little bit. Green flag back in the air. Verdine, he spins his tires, checks up the field a ton. Verdine going to get out of the way for these faster drivers, it looks like.
Let's see what the last times look by the next time by.
Now Matt Kemp gonna go to work, catching that number 1 car of Zach Nichols.
Wide. Oh!
Oh! Darling gets into him. Gets into Verdine right there.
Alright, Zach Nichols. 12-9. 12-9.
They're pretty even so far.
12-9-4-9.
LeDuc and Kemp still working on Zach Nichols, trying to catch up to him.
Nichols a 12.885, 805 for Mass, about almost a 10th quicker last time by. Matt Kemp putting his fastest lap of the race down as well.
Looks like the LeDuc's trying to get around the number 5 of Kemp. He's to the inside at the quarter panel.
12.706.
Barely there. He's gonna dive it in.
Last time by.
This is definitely slowing these
7:06.
two down. Leduc going side by side with Kemp. And we're coming up to 11 laps to go this time by.
Nichols last time was 2/10 off the pace
Leduc.
of Ricky Leduc.
Oh, Kemp nudges
Kemp into the
Leduc.
box.
11 laps to go here at the Kalamazoo Speedway.
10th and a half difference.
Oh, there was some smoke on the front stretch. David Lux went around. Evan Verdine might have went around as well. We stay green.
Keep it green.
Leduc.
I'm Zach Nichols. I gotta be worried about Leduc behind.
Oh, lap traffic might be in the way.
12.862, 862 for Nichols, and an 870, so even last time by.
Zach Nichols just running his own race right now. 0.7 of a second in front of Ricky Leduc. Leduc might have slipped right there, though.
These guys are pretty much even the last times. Nichols, 890, 898 for Leduc.
Caution comes out this time around. Race is official. Evan Verdine in front of the leaders. Lap traffic could be a huge factor right here.
Leduc was a little bit quicker the last time by.
It's closing in slowly, but it's not going to be enough at the rate he's going. Evan Verdine in front of Zach Nichols. This could be the difference between win and defeat.
To go.
Verdine gets in the way of the leaders. Brushes the wall a little bit. Zach Nichols still pulled.
Yeah, still pulled.
3 laps to go at the start-finish line for Zach Nichols on the number 1 machine.
Leduc, little 10th quicker last time by. He needs to get some more ground or Nichols to make a mistake.
2 laps to go. Leduc losing ground, I think, from the looks of it. A ton of ground lost.
Zach Nichols, what a strategy.
Another lap car right here.
White flag's out.
1 lap to go. Nichols looking for the sweep tonight. Can he take home both checkers with 1 set of corners to go? Oh, Leduc spins! Nichols will be your winner as Leduc goes around in turns number 3 and 4. Tough break for the number 96. He's still spinning and losing multiple spots. Now he's just doing some burnouts. What? Wow. Zach Nichols, though, taking the sweep here at the Kalamazoo Speedway.
Oh, Leduc got loose on center and just spun it around.
Tough break for the number 96 machine. He goes from finishing possibly 2nd to finishing 6th. Wow. Definitely a very entertaining race, I would say, Jimmy. A lot of 5-car breakaways for the lead. 5 cars always been, or most of the time, being under a blanket.
This what a finish. Leduc just messing up, getting loose out of turn 4.
Zach Nichols driving through the infield garage door right there. David Lux doing some burnouts as well for the fans. He comes home in the 9th position, 2 laps down. Let's get a quick rundown of your field, Jimmy. I'll let you take this.
So Zach Nichols in the 1 wins it with Matt Kemp 2nd, Jim Windrow in the 12th 3rd, Chuck Darling 4th, Bill Kring running for top 5, Ricky Leduc 6th, Tristan Van Slager 7th, Evan Verdine 8th, and David Lux 9th, and I'm finishing 10th.
Retired out of the race. Alright, so we're going to go get a quick word with our drivers. We'll start off with the number 12, Jim Windrow, coming home 3rd once again. Jim Windrow finishing 3rd tonight in the Outlaw Late Model Division at the South Bend Motor Speedway. How does it feel?
Pretty good. Still chasing a loose car. Again, got tires. Definitely helped that a lot, but just kind of a poor restart on my end. Just let the top 3 there, 4 get away from me. but had to dive it in 3 wide. I saw the 88 and 72 kind of touch each other and started drifting up the track and threaded the needle and went along.
A lot of 5-car breakaways in this race. Everyone bumper to bumper. You were a part of that. I bet that was a lot of fun to be in.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you can trust the guys that you're racing with in that group, not to pull any bonehead moves. If something was going to happen, it definitely wasn't intentional. But I just wish we could have had a little bit longer of a run. I felt our car, kind of like with Ricky's car, was really good on the longer runs compared to the short 20-lap runs. If we got a good 40, 50-lap run in, we would have, I think we would have walked away a little bit.
Alrighty. Jimmy, you got anything for him?
So that last pit stop, do you ever thought about staying out?
You know, I was talking with the crew chief about it, and we had decided that we were going to do a 4-tire stop. But when I saw only one car stay out, I had a little bit of a feeling that I should have stayed out. But you can never go wrong with new tires that late in the stage.
All right. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Congratulations, you on your 3rd place finish.
Thank you guys very much.
Yep, no problem. Now we're gonna go talk to 2nd place finish, or the driver finished 2nd place, Matt Kemp. Well, Matt, you weren't able to redeem yourself after what Nichols did to you in the Sportsman race, but LeDuc spinning out of turn 4. What was going through your mind there?
Yeah, that was we were both trying really hard on newer tires and trying to get up there to Zach after that restart. We got a little bit stacked up and gave Zach a pretty good space there to all of us running back there. And I was actually a little disappointed. I took 2 tires there, and I figured it'd have been better, but it wasn't. So that was unfortunate. I think if I'd have taken 4, I might have had even a, I don't know if I'd have had a better shot, but I don't know. I don't know what I could have done differently there. Maybe stayed out, but not sure if that would have been good either. So I don't know. 2nd's not bad though.
Do you think if you were able to get to Zach Nichols, would you have given him the bumper for what happened last race after him spinning you out? I mean, you even said though you kind of deserved that. You had that coming to you, but
yeah, I feel like we're pretty much even now after all that. So I mean, I'd have done my best to race him clean, but who knows? It's hard to tell now.
Alrighty, Jimmy, got anything for him?
Congrats on your 2nd place finish, and go wreck Zach next time.
Yep. I'll keep that in mind whenever we do our next race.
All right.
Alright, good job, Matt.
Thanks.
Now we're gonna go talk to our race winner taking the sweep tonight, Zach Nichols. Well, Zach, you had a really strong run towards the end, in the middle, probably for the big middle of the race. You kind of were just laid back. What were you doing there?
I don't know. Really, I thought we were sucking at the beginning of the race. I couldn't figure it out because I mean, we started 3rd, so we had the Q stuff down. But once the race started, we just dropped like a rock. I for sure thought we were finishing mid-pack there. But yeah, I mean, once we came up for those pit stops, we pitted, got those fresh 4 tires, and then that 2nd stop that everyone came down, I was gonna come down, but then my crew chief came over the radio and said that they put a perfect and staggered special tires on the car, so we decided to stay out and play it off.
So you're saying we should tech you and DQ ya?
Oh no, we're gonna pass.
Alright, I mean, yeah, like you even said, you weren't really doing too well in the beginning of the race, but with you being in that 5-car pack most of the time, what was that like?
It was fun. After that first pit stop, we were just all nose to tail, and I seen them trying to get around. I think Chuck there, because I think he took 2 tires on that that pit stop.
Indeed, he did.
I just played it slow, and they kept trying to go to the outside, and I just picked them one by one, and I got to 2nd, and yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, Jimmy. You got anything for him?
Just great call by you and your team, just staying out on those staggered special tires you got. Great call.
Yeah, great call from the crew chief.
Alrighty, that is Zach Nichols, your race winner, taking the sweep tonight here at the Kalamazoo Speedway. So, Jimmy, your thoughts overall on this on the races tonight?
Honestly, it was at that pack of 5. It was just stole the show. Just great racing out of those 5 there.
Yes, we saw 2 new track records, one brand new one being set tonight, and one beating the one, and the Outlaws. That track record got broken tonight, I believe it was Matt Kemp that got
10?
that.
I believe so. It was a 12.995.
Yeah, 12.995. Matt ran an 8, I believe, a 12.8.
808 or something like that.
Yep, something like that. But definitely some great racing we saw tonight. A lot of bumper-to-bumper action going on. But we'll go take a look at your point standings real quick coming into this race. Let me get them pulled up real quick. So right here we got the point standings. Here are the Outlaw points coming in. Zach Nichols coming in leading them. He's going to add on to that by a ton. Should have another pretty good-sized lead, I'd say, over Matt Kemp, adding on to his wins. Matt Kemp was second, coming in third. Chuck Darling fourth. Jimmy, I mean, you're going to lose some points, unfortunately. Everett Lentz coming in fifth. Rich Warden coming in sixth. Seventh, Jim Windrow. Eighth, Tristan Manslinger. Bill Kring might pick up some spots tonight, finishing ninth in points after last week, and 10th in points was Brandon Kurtasi. Now in the Sportsman's, Matt Kemp was leading. Zach Nichols is going to gain on him, possibly. No, it wouldn't be a tie. Matt finished fourth, so I think Zach's going to be leading the points in all the divisions tonight, Jimmy.
Interesting.
And then we had Jim Windrow third. Jimmy, you were fourth. Fifth, Bill Crane. Sixth, Chuck Darling. Seventh, Rich Warden. Eighth, Tristan Vanslinger. And ninth, Everett Lentz. So we're going to wrap up this broadcast. This race brought to you by TechWorks Trailer Sales tonight. Walt Burns, make sure you guys go check him out on Facebook. We can't thank our sponsors enough, though. Community-wide Federal Credit Union, CTE Solutions, R&B Car Company, Preferred Warranties, Brain Roofing, South Bend Motor Speedway, and TechWorks Trailer Sales. Without them, the series wouldn't be possible this season and all the payouts for the drivers. Jimmy, I'd like to thank you for joining me in the booth during the Outlaw Late Model feature, and we'll see you guys next week, or actually in 2 weeks.
Next year.
Yeah, next year, guys. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas as well and a Happy New Year.